Alright guys, just going to cover the dragons today, what you can do with them, some useful tips and how to find one, how to buy one, where to get one and how to fly one, along with some other bits and pieces. So let's get into it. First things first, let's knock on the Oculus Quest 2. So I mean, Orbus VR, I find it's quite an open-ended game so far, and it does seem like it's an ongoing development, and it does seem that there's going to be a lot more stuff going into it over the near future. So it's a bit of a work in progress from what I can see. They do seem to be evolving it. There does seem to be a lot of stuff going on. And if you do see me in the game, say hi. But let's get started. I'll log in. I've been playing it for about 3 days myself. It takes a little bit of time to find out exactly what you're doing, where things are. Here we are in my house. So the first thing is, got a little dragon guy down here. You do pet them, they like to be petted. And then we go into my inventory. Where are you? We'll see how he's looking. He's currently playful, so he's not hungry, he's fairly happy, so he's alright. But if we go over here, I'll stand up for a second. You can see I've got a couple of dragons in there, and this is sort of like a breeding location, but they're not breeding because they're hungry. So what we do is we open this chest, take him down here. Take her down there. I don't know if they're he's, hers or what. Doesn't seem that fussed on what they are. We'll come over here. Go back to myself. Where's my rucksack? So I want to take that one over there because that's what I'm actually using. So I don't actually want this to be interfered with. So we drop him in there. You can see, look, he's hungry. So they won't breed if they're hungry. They've got some treats here. Lucky enough, I've got 2. So I'll put one of those in my hand. That swapped the dragon over, so he should be around my feet somewhere. There he is. So just give him a little treat. Now we go back in here now. What's his mood? Playful. So I can pick him up now. Put him back there. Take the other one. Check what the mood of this one is. He's hungry. Okay, so you're hungry, mate. I'm going to give you some food as well. Go back in here. He's now playful as well. Take those 2, drop them back in the chest. You want to put them in the first 2 because the child they make is the 3rd one. We'll put those 2 in there. Now let's see if there's been any changes up here. Oh. That little fire now says that they're actually gonna create a new little dragon for us, and it takes about 12 hours. So we'll leave these guys to it, and we'll go and have a look at some other bits and pieces and do with dragons. So back in here, put the little guy back. So this is your player house. Now your player house has lots of stuff. I'm not going to cover all that in today. Because we'll do different things. Like over here you create your lures for fishing. This is your main chest. You drop all your excess stuff in here, but we'll come back to that at a different point. We'll head out to the main town. It's quite loud. Okay. Oh. I think he's heading in the right direction. Yeah, it's this way. You'll find a lot of players roaming around. The other thing is, you'll find the dragons can be bigger. I think they go up to level 8. I think the ones I've just had there are level 4. What we're trying to do is find the ramp down to in there. The easiest way I normally find out where it is if I turn right, normally look across, you can see some areas where there's sort of like a path going down to it, which is over there. The other thing I do find is these big red arrows actually pointing to things that you've done, whether you finished the quest or not, or it's telling you to go somewhere. I'm going to come back to that in a minute because we're doing the dragons today. So we'll go down here. Into the marketplace. That's the auction house. Let's whiz down here. You see it's directing me into where the dragons are. It's probably because there's a quest there. So this is the Dragon Emporium. Now, one of the things I will say, if you speak to this guy, Cecilius, just give him a wave. When he's trading, obviously we've got some missions here. Level 10 when you reach level 10, okay. Level 8, Mousetrap, I haven't done that one yet. Oh, hang on a sec. So you can buy a cheap dragon here. There's one for 50. And this is where you get some of the food, which we've run out of. And you can buy other bits and pieces, which I'm not at a level to take those. But as you can see here, that's a tiger pet dragon, which is a size 4. It's already hungry. What colours you get, there's different types. But we go over to the dragon shop just to do a comparison. There's a tiger pet dragon level 4. It's 300 over here, so it's cheaper over there. You can get some food for 50. These are different treats. This is what keeps them happy. Okay. And if you want to fly a dragon, which you can do, I'll just check he's okay, if he's happy. I think he is because he's been flying a few times today. So let's go over here. You stand in front of the scoreboard. You can see he sounds quite positive. He's quite playful, wanting to mess around. Put some treats in your hand. Stand in front of the scoreboard. Grab a treat off your belt and just give it to him. And you'll find you're up in the game. Now what you do is you steer with your head. You can do it with the controllers as well, but personally I'll just use my head. Might be able to do this one or not. Let's have a look. Some of these are fairly easy to steer through. Then as you get round, you'll see it gets a little bit more difficult. Like that yellow one there doesn't look too bad, but when you try and make the pink coloured one up in the corner, it's near impossible. It's quite difficult to do. I'm trying not to crash this time around so we can actually get round in one go. And I think somebody's talking to me, maybe. And there's two ways round here. You can carry on around to the right or the left. Whoa. This one's a little bit more difficult, the one on the right. Way higher. I crashed. And it resets you back to the beginning. Let's try again. You can also buy a mount for your dragon, which also means that you can travel around a lot faster. Which I'll try and get hold of a mount in a minute. See if I can make a full circuit just so you can see what happens when you do. It's quite a good little mini game. And there's lots of different courses around as well. Let's keep it simple this time. Now you can miss the triangles, but avoid running into things like walls, which resets the game. That should be quite easy now, straight run onto it, just to give you an idea of what it does. And then it will reset me back, which that's quite a slow score. But that's that. Now let's try and track down a mount. Okay guys, well this is where the mount is, at least in my version. Darius has got it, who is basically opposite the central tree in the middle of the town. So we go up and speak to him. And if you haven't got enough cash already, you're going to need 500 coins, which are drams. So let's buy this. So I've now got that. And we find where it is. I've got a grinding device. I don't know where I got that last time. Dismount, dismount, dismount. Put those away now. That's it. Put the dismount on the top there. Okay, so to use a dismount, what you need to do is drop it from your inventory over to here, and from here you need to use the triggers on your both controllers, hold them both in, so onto your chest, expand it out, and you'll find you move about 3 times faster than you did previously, which is fantastic. I think that's enough for today's tutorial to get you started. Dragons are really worth spending a bit of time on. They do have another few features as well. There's one where with selective traits they can one they'll actually loot for you. They'll collect the loot that gets thrown about. Another one I think they'll actually collect the plants and herbs that are out and about. And the other one currently relates to your transporter to actually reduces your recharge time. But beyond that, have a great day and look forward to seeing you. If you do see me in Oculus, give me a shout. Alright, thanks for watching.